Nas versus Jay-Z, the legendary hip-hop beef that shook the culture. The feud between Nas and Jay-Z is one of the most iconic rivalries in hip-hop history, a decades-long battle between two of New York's greatest MCs that produced some of rap's most memorable diss tracks and ultimately helped elevate the art of lyrical competition itself. How it all began. The tension between the Queensbridge lyricist Nas and Brooklyn's Jay-Z informally started in the mid-1990s. One early moment came when Nas reportedly missed recording at a session for Jay-Z's song Bring It On from his debut album Reasonable Doubt, a small spark that, in hindsight, foreshadowed a major rivalry. Their competition for hip-hop supremacy intensified in the late 90s and early 2000s as both rappers became major voices in the genre, each with strong artistic identities and a fierce drive to be recognized as the king of New York after the death of the notorious B.I.G. The beef explodes. 2001. The feud reached legendary status in 2001 when Jay-Z dropped the cutting diss track Takeover on his acclaimed album The Blueprint. On the song, Jay-Z questioned Nas' street credibility, lyrical relevance, and consistency, famously claiming Nas had one hot album every 10-year average. Nas responded less than 3 months later with Ether, a ferocious and deeply personal rebuttal on his album Stillmatic. With blistering lines attacking Jay-Z's authenticity, style, and even accusing him of trading his soul for riches, Ether became one of the most talked about and replayed diss tracks ever made. So much so that ethering someone became slang for lyrically obliterating them. Jay-Z fired back again with Super Ugly, a track that pushed boundaries by making controversial personal claims about Nas' relationships. The song drew enough criticism that Jay-Z's own mother called into Hot 97 and urged him to apologize, which he did shortly afterward. End of the war. After years of back and forth and subliminal shots on subsequent releases, the rivalry officially ended in 2005. On his I Declare War tour, Jay-Z brought Nas on stage during a sold-out show in New Jersey, performing classics like Dead Presidents and The World Is Yours together. The moment was a signal to the world that the feud was over and mutual respect had been restored. From rivals to allies. Following their reconciliation, Nas signed with Def Jam Records, where Jay-Z served as president, a symbolic and actual partnership after years of rivalry. The two have since collaborated on songs like Black Republican and appeared together on projects without any animosity. In recent years, Nas has even joked about their past beef in interviews and lyrics, showing that while the rivalry once defined both artists' careers, it now lives as a legendary chapter in hip-hop lore rather than an active conflict. Legacy of a classic feud. The Nas vs. Jay-Z beef wasn't just a personal clash, it was a cultural event that helped define an era of rap music. Tracks like Takeover and Ether are often cited among the greatest diss tracks of all time, and the feud helped spotlight lyrical competitiveness as a core element of hip-hop artistry. While both men have gone on to new chapters in their careers, their historic feud remains one of the most talked about rivalries in music history, a testament to both artists' impact on the genre.